The world of esports may be a mystery or something very common to you. On this, the Juhadre podcast in association with Rated R Esports, we're going to talk a lot about it. So without further ado, let's jump right into our episode. Hello everyone, welcome to the 11th episode of Juhadre. I am To Go.
And I'm To Go too.
Yeah, number 2.
It took me a second to remember that from lunch today. Yeah.
We went out to lunch today to a restaurant. We won't say the name, but just know that it's
No, it's okay to say the name.
Peter Pan's girlfriend's restaurant.
My favorite restaurant.
Okay, we'll say that.
Fast food restaurant. Yeah.
We went there and we placed the order. We had to go immediately after, and the guy at the counter was like, "All right, and your new name is To Go." I was like, "I accept this."
You just know. As soon as he announces you, To Go, your order is ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we talked about it there, and we're like, yeah, let's introduce ourselves like that on the podcast tonight.
That's funny. That's good. Yeah, well, I'm To Go too. Okay.
It was funny because it was number 2 when we were there.
Oh, yeah, it was the big deuce.
Yeah, the big deuce.
Anyways, okay, so, just an announcement. I am sick, so I apologize ahead of time for the way I sound. I have a kid who decided to seek revenge upon me and sneeze in my freaking mouth.
I want to laugh even more.
No, the funny part is we were totally just watching a TV show. He was sitting on my lap, and any parent knows when you got your kid right there and they're calm, they're sitting right there and just don't move. Don't move. I had to stretch, so I stretched. So he decided to stretch too and ended up sneezing as he turned around right into my mouth. So I apologize ahead of time. Please bear with me. But today we have a really good episode.
I'm looking forward to this.
Not as much as I am.
You are correct. Throughout the week, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday, you texted me and said, "Can I pick the topic this week?" And I was like, "Sure, that's fine." And then you told me what it was today, and
oh, the look on your face was priceless.
Yeah.
You just knew this episode was going to be great. So, okay. So, I actually need to go get a box.
Oh, boy.
Really quick.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
you do.
yeah. So,
I'll
be
do
right back.
A quick little update here. First of all, happy Black Friday to everybody. Hope Thanksgiving was amazing. When this episode comes out, it will be Black Friday. I hope you guys get some good deals. Make sure that you take some time to spend with your family, because that's what Thanksgiving is all about. Being grateful, being thankful. And that for sure is what Alvatross and I will be... Sorry, the Big Deuce and I will be doing.
I like that. I'm not To Go too. I'm the Big Deuce.
I think it sounds better. It really does. A better moniker, for sure.
But, yeah, actually, this year's going to be really great. By the time this episode comes out, we will be stuffing our mouth with a turducken.
Homemade turducken.
Yes. Fresh duck.
Yeah.
Fresh turkey and fresh chicken, actually.
Had a guy at work who said he was going duck hunting. We're like, "Hey, can I buy a duck from you?" He's like, "Well, you can't buy it from me legally, but I'll give you one." I was like, "Oh, cool." And I called up a place. I'm like, "Hey, we're building a turducken. Can I get a turkey and a chicken from you?" And they're like, "Sure." So we have the pieces. A buddy of ours from down south, San Chateau. Shout out to him. He will be up there helping us cook that. It's going to be a really, really good time.
This is going to be a first.
It is. It is a first.
Okay. Let's just bring a funny in. The turducken. Now, this is obviously able to be made. So anybody that's thinking about this, it's a chicken stuffed inside a duck, stuffed inside of a turkey.
Correct.
That just sounds delicious, right? We have a coworker that totally argues that you can't make this.
It's the most flawed logic ever. Cooking temperatures for poultry, you have to get it to a certain temperature so the meat cooks, so it kills all the bacteria, right?
Yeah, like 185 degrees.
Yeah, whatever that number is, I don't care because I don't cook.
No, you microwave everything. It nukes everything.
Exactly.
Everything's gone.
Exactly. But it's entirely possible because this has been a thing since I was a kid. My dad got one. No, we've had 3, I think, in my childhood. We had 3 turduckens.
Yeah, they're possible to make. People do it all the time.
Yeah, but the argument is if you, like, the birds inside of the turkey will never get up to the right temperature because they're inside the frozen turkey.
But the thing is you don't cook the turkey while it's frozen.
No, but it's still inside the turkey and it never gets to the right temperature. But I'm like, okay, by that logic, then you can't eat anything touching the bones of the turkey.
It just his whole logic. I was there for that conversation. I remember we were at a faux restaurant. Sorry, a pho restaurant.
I still say faux.
I'm American.
Yeah. Anyway,
I apologize to anybody that is from that region. This is how I learned it. But yeah, we were there. He totally argued that. That's just hilarious.
It was funny.
You can't cook a turducken. It just won't cook all like.
But we're doing it, and it's going to work, and it's going to be magnificent.
Again, I apologize for my coughs ahead of time. I'm so sorry. Okay.
But let's get into the episode.
Go ahead. Man, I'm so excited about this. Okay, so to go. Are we gonna keep it that?
No, we're gonna stop
so
it here.
Juhadre has grown up in a different world than most people. Not to say in abusive, sheltered, or just away from everything. You are so naive to the world, but you were not sheltered as a child.
No, and the best way to explain it is the phrase "ignorance is bliss." That old adage. Basically, I am blissfully ignorant to the world around me.
It's so true. You've walked past so many things in high school, work, your mission versus just out in public, and you just don't. You don't see it. Like, you walk right past stuff and you just don't catch on.
Yeah.
But you weren't sheltered at all.
No,
I know your parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just that I never sought certain things. There were facts and changes and things that happened that did not interest me, so I never learned them.
But the funny thing is you were never pressured into anything.
No, and that's
Growing
the other
up,
part.
people just knew, that's Juhadre. He's Juhadre.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy.
And Cobalt could attest to that because he and I were friends in high school, as can Bleen and a couple other Crash Course who could do the same. And they'll all tell you that that's just what it was. If I wasn't interested in it, it never crossed my mind, and I just went on doing what I wanted to do.
It's just so interesting because I'm the opposite. I was pressured into stuff. Gave into that pressure very easily.
Okay.
Yeah. And my parents think that I was sheltered. They really do think they sheltered me. No, they did not. So discretion right now. If you get offended easy, or you don't like a dirty, I got a fucked up mind. So this is gonna be a really messed up episode. So if this is not for the lighthearted, okay, I'm telling you right now, skip this episode because this is gonna get interesting in a sexual, drug, street-related way. It's just going to be funny.
Basically, the idea here is we are going to reveal the true naivety of Juhadre. What I do and do not actually know that the vast majority of people do.
So I made a list of things, as well as we're going to go through a box from Cards Against Humanity and see what Juhadre knows. It's hilarious. And some of them are going to have stories. Okay.
Yeah, a little more context here. I'm not 14.
No.
I'm 29. I'm almost 30 to give you the true sense that it's not that I'm not old enough or that I wasn't exposed to things. I'm near midlife.
Yeah, you didn't avoid.
No, it just never.
You walked past it.
Yeah,
that's the easiest way to say it. You walked past it and it just never caught on.
Yeah, so
because you're not stupid.
I certainly wouldn't think
No,
so.
you're very intelligent. You're very intuitive, but you just somehow you skated right on through.
Well, then, what's the first thing on your list? Okay, let's find out what I don't know.
Let's go through my list before we go on to the bigger blacker box. Okay. Okay, so the first one. Okay. Let's just talk about drugs really quick. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I did drugs growing up. I do not support drugs. Let's just start there. I was an idiot growing up. Okay, do you know any street names for marijuana?
Probably not. I know that weed is in there, but I don't know that that's technically a street name. That's a very common thing.
That's kind of common knowledge on that one. Yeah.
Grass, I think, is one.
Okay.
No, that's probably it.
Okay, so I just pulled up online just generic street names for certain drugs. Okay. So for marijuana, this list is weed, pot, hash.
I knew pot.
Okay. Hash, green, hemp, Mary Jane.
Oh, I knew that.
See, this is oh man. Okay. Herb, Kush, Purple Haze.
think I'd heard Kush before, but like it must have just gone over my head or something. Because that sounds relatively familiar. Purple Haze is brand new. I'd never heard of that.
It's been around for a while.
Dadgummit.
It really has.
All right, well, I mean, there's that one.
Okay, so I mean, there's a bunch of different names, but those are some of the most common ones.
Okay.
So you're not going to know that one. Okay, what about cocaine?
Nose candy.
Okay.
I know that.
Yeah.
Blow?
Yes.
I think it's blow.
Yes. Blow is a good one.
The only reason I know that, it's it's crime shows.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you're going to get a lot off of crime shows.
Yeah, because I like Castle, Bones, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They're all relative comedy dramas and stuff.
Yes.
But, like, they'll say something, in the context, it makes sense. It's like, you got, like, 10 pounds of blow. First of all, it's kilos. It's...
Yes.
5 kilos.
If you're being off...
Right. Anyway.
Okay. But for cocaine, the most common ones are crack, coke, blow, snow, and dust.
Okay, I knew crack was a derivative of cocaine. I didn't
think
know that
a lot of people associate crack with just like a messed up like mix of cocaine and marijuana, but what really crack is cocaine.
Yeah, and I had heard a few of those things, and yeah, like if you ask me, hey, what do you know about these? I'll sit there and be like, man, I don't know, but they sound familiar.
Do you know any names of any opioids or prescription drugs?
I've heard so many commercials about this opioid epidemic, and I'm just like, what I never got sick. I never went through surgeries. I don't know what an opioid actually is. I know that, like, Vicodin. I got Vicodin when I got my wisdom teeth out.
I don't know if that's actually like an opioid. Like I said, I didn't get sick either.
Well, right. But I know it's a prescription that people like to take, and someone actually offered to take it from me when I worked at a restaurant, and I was like, no, I'm going to keep that.
No, please don't.
I'm going to keep that.
I don't know what the actual definition of an opioid is, but I know that a few of them are oxycodone, morphine, codeine, fentanyl, oxy. Oh, fentanyl? Okay.
Yeah.
Oxy, blues, Xanibars, or OC. It's because I used to do, Adderall.
Okay.
I did that. I don't know if that's considered an opioid, though.
No, probably not.
Probably not. Okay, so moving on.
There, see, I don't even know what an opioid is, so...
Yeah. I don't either, which is funny. Anyway.
Woohoo, score one for the naivety.
Okay, let's go on. Heroin.
Oh, gosh. I know that a lot of people say it's the greatest thing ever. Again, from shows and comedians, but...
I've heard it described. No, I'm not even going to describe it because I'm not going to support it.
There you go.
Okay, but the names on these ones are dope, which I actually...
I thought that was weed.
That a lot of people reference that as that. Are you on dope when they're really talking about weed? Apparently that really means heroin.
Huh, there you go.
Okay, you got dope, smack, black tar, I've heard of that one, mud, China white, and dragon.
Wait, how is it China white and mud?
Dude, I have no idea.
That doesn't make any sense. No wonder I don't know these words.
So, okay, this is one of my favorite drugs. But, again, I'm not supporting drugs. Mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this.
Shrooms, caps, bloomers, liberties, magics.
Yeah. All I know is the chemical when you eat them that causes you to hallucinate is psilocybin.
Yes.
And the only reason I know that is because there's a song on an album I have that's called Dreams of Psilocybin. And I had to look it up because I didn't know what the word was, and that's all I know.
No, that's funny. Okay, so
number one down.
Drugs.
I'm probably 1 for 7 if we were to actually tally that up.
No, okay. Well, 1 for 7. Well, you did.
Yeah, I did the common denominator one where
we'll go with that.
I got 4 out of 28 or something like that, and you divide them both by 4, so I get 1 out of 7.
I'll give it to you. Okay, the next one is you're not a drinker, but neither am I anymore. But one of the biggest things is, I mean, at 17, you said you didn't even know what Merlot was.
Oh gosh, yeah. I was listening to a song. It's called Killer Likes Candy. It's on an album called Lover's Requiem by I Am Ghost, and he says something is like a fine Merlot. And just like I described looking up psilocybin, I was sitting there next to my dad. I was like, "Hey Dad, what's Merlot?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a type of wine. Why don't you know that?" Because I'm 17 and I don't drink. And he's like, Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a wine.
Which is, that's fair.
And it is a fair thing, but, like, you know, my dad is the exact opposite of me where he just knows things. There was a person in my neighborhood a couple years back, last name of Hickenlooper. And I will never forget that last name because it's so unique. And when I told him that, I was like, how do you forget a name like that? He said, you know that's the name of the governor of Colorado, right? And I was like, how do you know that? I said, why don't you?
It's
like,
so
he just
funny that your
knows
dad
things.
says that.
Yeah.
How do you not know that? What? Yeah. How do you know that?
Yeah, it's my whole life. And so Merlot was one of them that I got that, where I was like, oh, well, how am I supposed to know that? But now I do. It's a red wine.
Yeah, but then even... it's a lot more than just red wine.
Whatever. We want
but even alcohol, like you didn't know what hops were.
No.
You didn't know what like the difference between IPA or a draft is.
None.
No
idea.
I mean,
the only reason I found that out was commercials. While I was watching like Hulu or YouTube or something, there was a Goose IPA that they would always do these commercials and say how their hops are special grown and they take special care. I'm like, what the heck is a hops? And why IPA? That looks like beer to me. What is an IPA?
Beer's beer to you.
Yeah, and well, because I don't drink it.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with it. And so, when I found out there were these different kinds of beers and that they're made out of hops and not barley, I was just like, well, my world just got shattered.
It's so funny because even when we're in a conversation at work, because I think you and I are the only two at work that don't drink.
Yes.
And which is fine because they totally respect it.
Yeah.
But we get left out of the conversation. You more than me.
Definitely.
But
in fact,
again, I'm so sorry for the cough.
In fact, one of our team members just left, and as a gift, it was a going away gift. They found the hard liquors from the Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. And someone was like,
4 of them.
Yeah, 4 out of the
4.
however many. But one of them was like, "Oh, is that one the Scotch? What? There's a difference between Scotch and regular whiskey."
Yep.
What? And it just like there were 4 of them, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Okay, question: have you ever just walked through a liquor store?
Once with you to buy cooking sherry, I think, or something. You got something there to cook with.
Yeah, it would have been a wine. Actually, yeah.
Like red wine vinegar or something. I don't know.
No, you can get that at the store. No, it was a bourbon.
Whatever it was that was it.
I was cooking with bourbon that day.
Yeah,
we got
went
that.
and we got that and we walked out, and it is the only time I have ever been in a liquor store.
But you know what's so funny about a liquor store, going off that, is how organized they are.
I've heard about it.
It's amazing. Okay, moving on though.
Yeah.
Okay, again, so another thing that you're naive to is alcohol, which is weird because everybody around you drinks it and talks
literally everyone.
Okay, not literally, because our friend group doesn't.
Fine.
But, like, at work, we're around it so much, and you're just so blissfully ignorant.
Yeah, blissfully ignorant, man. I'll keep saying that the rest of my life. I think so.
Okay, so here's another one that's just really funny to me. And actually a lot of our friend group. And we actually tattle on you because it's funny. It is hilariously how friendly you are. You are just so openly friendly.
I know where this is going.
So here's, I'm not going to go that way for a second.
Okay.
Remember the Day to Remember concert?
That's what I thought you were going to bring up.
Oh, dang it, that's where you thought I was going to go. Okay,
yeah.
Well, there's 2 different directions I can go. Okay.
Right,
but
so
this guy, we named him Jeffrey. He was definitely on some kind of drug.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was marijuana because I saw the aluminum foil fall out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Something. But he was also drinking, and he was having such a good time at that concert. And as soon as he sat down, you went up to him and started talking to him.
Yeah, I sat down next to the guy. He looked like he was going to pass out, like he was going to die. I'm like, dude, are you okay? He's like, I'm having the time of my life. And I was like, are you really, though? Like,
he was having the time of his life. This guy was going nuts. And not the kind of nuts where he's like, oh, dude, that guy's rocking. I was like, he is not following that tune. Not at all is he jamming out to the same song we are, but at least he's enjoying himself.
He almost fell down the stairs. There were like 2 steps, and he
also
fell down.
picked up that kid.
Oh my gosh! What was,
I remember the mom. The mom just like down.
He's dancing with this 6-year-old who's at this rock show. They're dancing and twirling and stuff, and he just grabs him and throws him on his shoulders.
And that mom was like, I'm surprised that mom did not kill him. Like,
but
he was. I mean, it's so funny just how friendly you are.
Yeah, I just went down and sat and talked to him.
Same concert.
You
decided to offer the 2 kids next to us some mints. Those mints looked exactly like PCP. The worried look on their faces as they were like,
super funny.
Because you walked up, hey guys, you guys want some mints? They're, What? You're at a rock concert for a day to remember, and you're offering somebody mitts. Now, given, yes, you got them at the concert.
Yeah,
from one of the tables.
A spin at the wheel.
And the thing even had the stadium's name on it.
Yeah.
But any drug person's gonna swap out the regular mints for PCP, and then they were just like, oh no, I remember jumping in. No, guys, he doesn't understand. And as everybody in our group's like, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh,
and they're laughing.
Just this guy, Juhadre, is offering them mints. It's not that big a deal. Yeah.
Do you remember what the guy said, though? He's, well, I guess it's a win-win anyway. So he said yes. You dumped out a handful. He probably took like 7 of them.
It was 5 or 6.
If they were actually PCP, he would have died.
Yeah, probably.
But the funny thing is it's again, how naive you are. You've never been in the drug scene to know what that is.
No, and that wouldn't cross my mind ever. Like, why would you just randomly give someone a drug? Like, what?
It happens all the time.
But what benefit is there? That's the thing. Like, selling it, I think I can understand the mindset behind it, but just giving it away?
Have you? No, it really does happen. Oh, it really does. Because then, like, you hear, oh, dude, I got something. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, it's marketing.
So weird.
It is marketing. I mean, bad to say, I used to do it. Have you ever heard the phrase, don't touch the paper at a concert?
No.
No? Oh, people will soak, like, wax paper or parchment paper or just any kind of paper that will just hold a residue in it, in acid. And then they'll pass it around, and then it gets on your skin, and then, as you're playing, you don't get to eat your face, it gets in there, it gets in your pores, and hey, you're high on acid.
That blows my mind.
Yeah.
I literally had no idea about that.
Yeah.
And now, I don't want people to think that we're just trying to make this up. This is genuine. This is real stuff.
It really is. You can look it up. You can look it up. I've done it.
No, not that part. The part that I don't know it.
It's so hilarious.
It's real. I really didn't know these things.
No. It's so funny. Okay, the next one that I thought you were gonna think I was going to is when your wife isn't with us. And
You're
just being friendly and just innocently, because you would never, ever, ever dream on a day, or even ever, would you step out of line to disrespect your wife.
No, never.
No, you would never. Your wife is amazing. You'd be stupid too.
I love you, sweetheart.
He really does. Anyways, but you're just so friendly to everybody. Both genders, or multiple. I don't. If you're in New York, one of the 31.
53, I think.
Is it up to 53 now?
I don't care. I stopped looking it up.
It's just funny. Anyways, just moving on. But there was this girl, and I'm just gonna talk about one specific time.
Yeah, I remember.
Buffalo Wild Wings. You were talking to the chick that was.
I don't remember this.
Oh, you're thinking of the one at Shields.
No. It was another Day to Remember concert.
We'll get to that one too. Because that one's on a different level. But
all right, yeah,
you were totally.
I remember now.
You were being nice to a girl that was the host at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I remember now.
And me and Bleen were totally recognizing that she was into you, but you were not picking up on the hint.
No,
you were just being nice to her, asking about her day. Hey, how's your shift? When is your shift over? And that's what really got her. So you totally asked. So how much longer do you have on your shift? And she told you. And then we brought up your wife. The look on her face.
It was an act. Like I worked food, and one of my favorite things to talk about was I only have an hour left, and then I can go home. I can stop dealing with people.
But the way you're friendly with people, you just don't understand that they take it as you are totally hitting on me. You're interested. I remember telling your wife, and she was just like jokingly offended.
Oh,
because she knows you're friendly.
She does that.
Okay.
She's the same way. All right. That's.
No, she gets it though. She gets it. I've been around her. She doesn't always get it. But she gets it more than you. Anyways, but the next episode, the one that Juhadre is bringing up, is my favorite one because your brother was there.
Yeah, my brother
and he was
looking
there. At you like, no, dude. Anyways, this girl was at the Day to Remember concert with us, last year's concert, not this just one that just passed by
2018.
in October. Yep, 2018. And this chick, now she was a butterface though.
Yeah, I agree.
But her boyfriend was with her. But every time her boyfriend stepped away, she was hitting on you like crazy, and you were just being friendly back. But the thing is me and your brother knew that she wanted your attention. She was into you, But you're like, no, she was just being friendly. And your brother's like, no. And I'm like, bro, I saw the signs.
I remember
I saw the signs, man. She was up in your grill.
Can you see, you were saying it, and I was like, there's no way. And then you said it one more time when he was right there, and he's like, no.
Yeah, your brother was like,
real.
bro. It's so funny.
Overly friendly. It never occurs to me that that's what will happen. Especially because most of the time I have a wedding ring on. So, like, what? Moving on.
Dude, it doesn't matter if you have a wedding ring. You've been there when I was offered money for my number.
I do remember that. Yes.
Yes.
I remember that.
It doesn't matter where I'm at. Girls will ask me for my number. The only time it hasn't happened is in front of my wife. I'm waiting for that day to happen.
Next.
Oh, my wife's going to slap a bitch.
Probably.
Anyways, okay.
Next on the list.
See, naive to how friendly you are.
That seems so weird to me. If we were all as friendly as I was, we would live in a better world. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I really do gotta agree with that. But anyways, okay. This is just a funny one, but you remember the Peaches song?
You and I talked about.
We talked about this earlier. It was. Do you remember what year it came out?
You told me it was 1996.
1996. You know, Millions of Peaches. Yeah, that song came out in 1996. I am freaking old.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Going to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches.
To be honest, I do not like that song.
It's not great.
In our opinions.
All right.
You gotta admit, they're doing something right.
They have to be. Yeah, they have to be.
Anyways, but you didn't know what that song was about.
So the story behind that is the first time I heard it, my brother-in-law showed it at a family party because my sister brought it up. She's like, this is the weirdest song. And my dad showed us Weird Al Yankovic and Dr. Demento, and we were into all these weird songs, like the Georgia Satellites, Cake, Weird Al, and it's...
Oh, man, Cake. Woo! Keep going.
Like, all those things. And so she's like, oh, this is a song about peaches, and that's super funny. And so we listened to it, we're like, oh, that's kind of weird and kind of funny. And then my brother-in-law was like, well, it is until you think about, like, the sexual implications of it. And I was like, what? It's peaches. They're talking about peaches, like actual peaches you pick off a tree, and they come from a can. They were put there by a man in a factory downtown. Just like the song says. About 3 months ago, it dawned on me that peaches is a euphemism, and I lost my mind.
Yes. Now, did you ever get the reference, like the peach emoji?
It took me a little bit, but yes.
Actually, so the peach emoji was introduced in 2010 under Unicode 6.0. Unicode. So it's so funny that that's referenced as a butt. Now, do you get the reference of the butt and eggplant?
I got that when you sent it.
The peach and eggplant?
Yes.
So you did get that one.
Yeah, I got that one. It didn't occur to me that that's what that song was singing about.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. There's another one.
Yeah.
It took years. It was like 2+ years. 3 years. Because my niece was just born. And she's 4. She'll be 5 this coming year.
That's so funny.
Yeah. It just never occurred to me. For years, that's what that meant.
Millions of peaches. Yeah, no, it's just funny because you didn't know what that meant.
Not at all.
Okay. So, just for my list, this, again, for those, I'm just advising you, we're going to start going a little bit dirty now. Because as I finish off my list, I'm also going to go into Cards Against Humanity.
This is going to actually be pretty fun. This was my idea. This part, you told me
the Cards Against Humanity was your idea. Yeah. I was, but which was a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Anyways, okay. Do you know the different references when you hear the word "get off"?
Yes.
Are you just saying that so you don't have to admit something naive?
No, I know this one.
Okay. Cuckold.
Someone explained it to me once that I don't remember.
It was me. We were driving in your car. Bleen was in the back. We just got done with the Guitar Center. And you were like, hey, man, can I ask you a question? I was like, yeah, sure. He goes, somebody at work was talking about this. I don't know what it means. Do you know what a cuckold is? And I was like, who'd you hear that from?
I don't remember at all.
No. You didn't tell me from work. You just said you overheard somebody talking about it. And I said, where did you hear that? And you said work. And I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, see, I don't remember hearing it at work, and I don't remember this conversation either.
I remember, because we were on 126th, getting ready to turn north onto Bangor.
Oh, boy. That's really specific.
Yeah, I remember, because you asked me right as I was looking at the In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, that's exactly where that is.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, I don't remember what that means.
Cuckold.
We're not gonna.
You don't want to get into that.
Not here.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
It's just, fine. Do I know what it is?
Okay.
And advisory. Don't just go blindly looking this stuff up.
No.
Don't do that. Just like in our hardware episode, we don't want you Swiffering the inside of your tower with a duster.
Yes.
No.
Don't do that. No, that's the funny thing. I've always told Juhadre, if you have a question about something that seems questionable, come to me and I will tell you, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This next one, I told you, you were really curious about it, so I told you about it, and then you looked at your wife and said, don't ask. Bukake.
Yep.
You knew that was coming up. Okay.
Yeah, so the first time I did. I looked it up. It was just a bunch of blurry images, and I just immediately closed the search and told my wife, don't worry about it. But then I heard on an episode of Rick and Morty, when they have the party at the house, one of the girls is like, I mean, I would watch it. I don't know if I would ever do it. And I was like, crap, I don't remember what that was. And I found out, and I regret it. I don't regret it.
Okay.
I don't regret anything, but
You wish you could go back and just be like, don't.
Not necessarily. It's something I could have definitely done without. Because
yes, I will agree with you.
Because deciding to go back and change it is a regret. I don't want to change necessarily, but it is a fact that I definitely
could live without
my entire life without knowing what that went.
I will agree with you.
So yeah, that one.
Yes,
that one I do remember.
The last one on my list was just a funny one because I have another friend that didn't know it. Where do you use his nickname? His name is Moose.
Okay.
Somebody was joking with him. Said, I'm gonna pop your cherry.
I do know that one.
I'm so glad you know that.
Yeah, I do know. I had to look that one up because it was in a...
How long ago did you have to look that one up?
So, contextually, I heard it in another TV show in regard to murder, actually. It was the first time they shot a guy. And so that's... And then, from then on, contextually, every time I heard it, I was like, ah.
Okay, so you're thinking a little bit different than I was. I was thinking the more dirty thing.
Yes, but
it's
the same concept.
Yeah, it's your first time at something.
Exactly. And so when I heard that on the show, I was like, oh, that's what that means. And from then on, I've understood it contextually.
So let's clarify that. That one actually does not just mean you lost your virginity.
No, it's your first time.
Your first time at something. Yeah, I got my cherry popped at longboarding. Mm-hmm. Now the newer generation gets offended at that. I'm sorry. It's just I'm only going to speak facts, but everybody takes what they want the way they want. And that's fair on me. Okay, Cards Against Humanity.
All right. So the idea here is kind of like a game show. It's like, do you know what this is? And I will answer truthfully, yes or no. Once again, I want to advise: do not blindly look this up. Excuse me.
The first card I pulled out, some really fucked up shit.
Is that really what it says?
That's really what it says. Yeah.
I do know what that is.
Okay. That's funny. Okay. I'm just going to pull out. Let's just stack and go through them. Okay.
Feel the silence.
The thin veneer of situational casualty that underlies porn. It's kind of a it's kind of a reference.
I understand what all the words mean, and it's funny to me, but I don't know any context to it.
That's fine. Okay. I'm not going to explain a lot of these.
No,
some of them I will.
Point. That's the point.
Fiery poops.
Yeah.
I mean, another reference is FBS. Flaming Butthole Syndrome.
Yeah.
I've used that at you before. An interracial handshake.
Yeah.
A magical hippie love cloud. Scrotum tickling.
Yes.
I should have picked some of these out before I did this.
Yeah, probably. We had time.
Man meat.
Yes, I do know what that is.
Okay, some of these are bad. And if anybody can hear this noise, it's just me going through the cards.
They're flipping the cards.
Okay, you know, while I'm looking at that, something that you didn't understand, you were working at the training table at the time. Manscaping.
No, I know what that meant.
You did know what that meant at the time?
Yeah, but another dude asked me if I did that. And I was like, that's really a personal question that you shouldn't be asking?
Okay, that's true. That wasn't the naive part. The naive part was he was totally asking you for because
I'm pretty sure that one of the gals working with us coaxed him into asking me. And it was a weird scenario all around. But to be fair, I was not married at the time, and I would have dated at least 2 of my coworkers there.
Okay.
Not starting out, hey, do you manscape?
I mean, that's just
we're not dating.
Freaking sexual and that. Yeah. Anyways, gangbang.
I do know that.
Queefing.
I know a general idea.
Just a pussy fart.
Nice.
Butt stuff. That's the next card. Okay.
I think I'm scoring better on this game than the first one.
I think you are so far, which is a funny thing. I feel bad because I'm trying to go through this.
But I like the mild censorship on it because our podcast is meant to be entertaining for you to get to know us and our thoughts and our jokes and everything like that.
Yeah, some of these.
Do they just cross lines?
No. Actually, some of I think I'm on the side of like all the more innocent ones. It sucks because I'm just like, dang it. We're gonna start on this end. Okay. Copping a fill.
Nope.
You don't know what copping a fill is? Okay, so actually that one's kind of nice. Just groping.
Oh. Okay.
That one's actually funny, but we're not gonna go over that one. Okay, that's just funny. Like some of these are like bringing up stories. It's just so funny because like this one's like getting so angry you pop a boner. It just reminds me. It reminds me of the time that like it's a YouTube video where this it's like it was on the news. This guy was just so mad he just pulled down his pants and started jerking off.
I had no
like,
idea.
What the hell?
God.
Yeah, it's just funny. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to go through this. The funny part is I'm like, dang it, I should have. Golden shower.
I think I know what this means.
Okay.
I think I know what that one is.
Have you heard the reference, the safe word?
I know what a safe word is.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with that. Barack Obama. I'm just kidding.
That's good. That's a good one. It's a funny joke.
Nickelback.
Yes.
What the fuck did Nickelback do to anybody?
There is a.
I know you told me
there's
once.
There's a comedian that asks that exact same question in a roundabout way, talking about Guy Fieri and who's the other celebrity chef that everybody.
Well, okay. Well, there's quite a few of them, but the most famous one that I'm thinking of is Gordon Ramsay.
Not that guy. The other guy. Moving on. A guy named Shane Torres has one track where he talks about why does everybody hate Guy Fieri and treat him like he's a member of Nickelback. By the way, what did Nickelback ever do? And it's very funny.
Like, seriously, no, I'm on the same page. Like, what did Nickelback ever do? I know a few things, but, like, I think they're stupid reasons. Anyways, binging and purging.
I believe that's a reference to bulimia?
Yes.
Okay. Woo! Victory! I don't think that purging was ever a word that I associated with that. I knew the binge thing.
Yeah.
Okay, the messed up part is when I was in 7th grade health class, we watched a movie about a gal who got into bulimia. It was the freakiest thing that I saw in school. Like, it showed her just pounding food and then intentionally retching into mason jars in her house, and she kept them in her freaking closet and stuff. And it was like, what? Why are we watching this?
I'm listening. I'm just
I'm
going through all this at the same time.
It's just why would you force 12-year-olds to watch that?
I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I hate that phrase.
Which one?
What would Jesus do?
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah, so do I. It speaks for itself. I always hated. My mom used to say it all the time, what would Jesus do? I'm like, I don't know, Mom. Jesus isn't here. She'd be like, oh, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I'm like, Jesus wouldn't swear, Mom. And then I get slapped.
And Jesus wouldn't slap someone either.
Okay, having been dead for a while. Do you know that reference? Now, some of these, like I said, they're gonna be innocent.
No, I don't know that one.
So having been dead for a while is just like, you're super depressed. Like,
huh.
Like, you ever had that friend that got in a breakup and they're just like, I'm so dead. Like, it's tired, you're depressed, whatever.
No, no.
Basically, it's just you're just in a negative funk or just some kind of negative feeling.
I am scoring a lot better on this part of the game.
We should have kept tally. Dang.
I just hope this is entertaining for people because I know that you find it very, very funny.
Your freaking naivety is hilarious.
And I find it funny too. Every time something happens, I'm like, wait, what? And especially my brother, my younger brother, he's 3 years younger than I am. He'll look at me and be like, why don't you know that? And we just laugh at it afterward.
You ever heard, no, we're going to skip that one.
Okay.
Did you know that you can actually bleach your asshole?
I have never understood the concept behind that,
It
but
is
I've
not
heard
literally
about
putting
it.
bleach on your asshole. It's completely different. Yes, you can
I have
actually bleach
heard
your asshole.
it's a thing, but I don't know why anyone would ever do it or the appeal to it. And so I'm going to have to go with a no on that one.
Okay, obviously you're going to know this one, so I'm going to skip that one.
Okay.
I'm trying not to just go over like
Let's do two
sexual
more.
ones.
Let's do two more.
Two more. Okay.
Do the flip of the cards. It's good.
I know, dude. I got to go through all these. Cause like when I was thinking, I'm like, oh, there's some good ones in here. Mm-hmm. Cause I remember we've gone through a lot of these.
Well, we've played this game.
I don't know what this means. I don't know what
Yeah,
this means.
we've played this game a few times, and every single time we play, I have to pull you aside and say, "Hey, what is this?" And then half the time you just look at me and say, "Never mind. Don't play that card."
Do you remember that one? Seppuku.
I remember seeing it. I don't know what it is.
Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, let's just put it as a no.
Okay, well let's just keep going.
Yeah, that's one. Okay, one more.
Let's I gotta find a good one. This is.
And like that's the other thing is just like the example before and this one. If I don't need to know what it is, I forget it. I lose that information because it's irrelevant to me.
Okay. You do know that reference.
Oh man. This part might get a little weird for people listening because we're not talking a lot and they're just listening to cards. Is that like okay, here's another thing. ASMR is a popular thing right now. It's just, basically it's sounds that appeal and arouse. That's the basic definition. And so
Roadhead.
Yeah, I know that.
Damn it. Okay.
There we go. But like you flipping those cards might be a little ASMR in this episode of the podcast.
That's fine, ma'am.
And so there we go, guys. Juhadre is naive.
Okay, last one, and it's just off the top of my head because I just listened to one of them. Have you ever heard the phrase, well, I've watched enough anime to know where this is going? It's usually when an octopus gets in there.
I've heard the phrase, and you saying the octopus makes me know what you're talking about, yes.
Which is funny, because you didn't look at that stuff growing up.
No.
Good for you.
No, I don't look at that stuff.
Okay, we're done with Cards Against Humanity. I should have pulled them all out before I did that, but oh well, no big deal.
No,
But your naivety is so funny.
And I'm glad you think so. I'm glad I think so. And I hope that you guys at home think so too, because this episode, I thought about just starting a whole different podcast and doing a different topic every week of something I just didn't know.
Yeah, I could see that going both ways.
Yeah.
But
I like that we did this. I enjoyed this. This gives you a chance to get to know me. I am a blissfully ignorant, uncomfortably optimistic person.
So I'm going to challenge you guys. Ask Juhadre on his Twitter, at Juhadre or at Alvatross17. I'll even ask him myself. Ask him if he knows something. It is hilarious how blatantly ignorant his naivety is.
The other thing is I'm completely honest about it too. I'm not going to try and pretend I know something because I get nothing out of that. There is zero benefit to me saying, yeah, I know what that is. Hey, what does that mean? That accomplishes nothing.
No, you do that at work all the time.
Yeah, no, I do not.
Okay, not like all the time, but sometimes you have like, I don't know what that is. I mean,
well,
I mean like you're not like, I know it. Hey. No, I'm just saying like you do it all the time at work.
I will ask.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I won't claim to know and then ask what it is. That's not what I do. But I will ask. I'll ask all the time.
It's hilarious though, man. Oh, we need to play Cards Against Humanity again. That's funny. But not with Harley, because she always wins.
Yes, she always does. By the way, her name is Punk Horse.
Is that her name?
That's her.
Oh.
Admin's wife. Punk Horse.
Cool, now I know.
Actually, that's the second name I need to bleep out of here. I put my first name in here. I promised that we wouldn't do any editing, but we've done such a good job for 10 and a half episodes of not saying a real name that now I want to put like a beep on there.
Do it.
I will.
Do it.
Over those two names.
That's fine.
But I think that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys all enjoyed taking a trip into Juhadre's brain and seeing what I don't know.
There's a lot more that he doesn't know.
Well, there definitely
seriously
is.
Ask him. But
and I hope you do.
And this episode's going to come out after Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
I sincerely agree.
Whether you're with friends or family, I hope it was great. Again, I'm sorry I'm sick. Get over it.
Next episode is going to be a little weird because we'll be recording at my house because I hold an annual Black Friday dinner for some very close friends.
We are going to be over there.
Yeah,
yes, we are.
It'll be different and it will probably be short, but we will do something. Happy Thanksgiving to you, technically yesterday. Happy Black Friday. Don't forget to check us out at Juhadre, at Alvatross17, at rated_R_esports. At Rated R LOL, you won't need to follow for a while because we're on a break.
No, yeah, that's true. And again, we are on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and YouTube.
Indeed, we are.
Look us up.
So, what silly thing should we talk about to kind of close this out and make weird?
I don't know, man. I'm resisting the urge to cough.